Alright, fellers. We're going to do a little triad grouping exercise here. So first we're starting off on our D minor. Let's do our root position D minors. Classic, you know. Got middle finger, bottom three strings for this. So we're hitting our open D string, right? Fourth string, Eddie 8 dynamite. And then middle finger comes on the 2 on the G string. Third finger goes on the 3 on the B string. First finger, 1 on the E string. So you got, oh yeah, it's said to be the saddest chord, most evil, whichever. And so for the next one, we're going to do G minor, which is just 3, 3, and 3 on the bottom three strings. You can bar it or just use your first finger. All right, G minor. We're going to A7, so we're going to open A, Eddie 8, and then middle finger is going to come on the 2 and the D string. We're going to have open string in the middle, and then close it off with ring finger on 2 as well. A7. And that's going to be our tension chord, pulling us back to D minor. You can do it with the pinky or the ring. I tend to do it with the ring. But. So that's our root position. Sloppy there. Here we go. So that's our root position. We're going to take the first position, or first inversion, whatever you want to say. So we're going to bring our third finger. It's all bottom three strings right here. So third finger on 7, middle finger on 6, first finger on 5. And if you want, you can hit the D there too, because that's open D, D minor. And then for G minor, we're going to take this same shape and go all the way up to 12, 11, and 10. Yeah. And then we're going to put a little tension chord in there. It's going to be 9, 8, and 9. And come back to the D. So I showed you that. It's not technically part of the first position, but I wanted to give you a nice little easy access. Come back to the D. So if we're in the first position of it, 7, 6, 5, and then we're going to take our first finger, or our middle finger is going to slide. It's going to switch out on 7, bottom three strings. So 7, 8, and 6. And then we're going to come up top on the D string. And you're going to first finger's on 5. Third finger's on 6, middle finger's on 5 as well. Kind of like a classic D major shape, but we're moving it up. So if you wanted to take that shape that you usually play and then go up a set of strings and then move it all the way to 5, you can hit the open A above it too. There you go. If you want to do scoops with this, I like scoops to just help you kind of remember it. So if we're back on that D minor, if you're looking behind me, I'll show you my thumb placement. Like he stays in place so that my fingers can like swivel back and forth. So coming back to that first whole second position configuration. D minor, G minor, A7, pulling us back to the D minor. So that's first position. So we can go up to second position. We're going to bar, just like we barred G minor on the 3, 3, 3, we're going to bar the last 3 bars on 10, 10, 10. And you can hit that open string again too, the open D string above it. Sounds really nice. And then we're going to do staircase, G, starting on 12, 11, and 10. And then we come back to that tension chord, A7. And then land on the D, pulling us back to our home base. And I just want you to kind of play around that, get familiar. You have another D up here. This is in fact just the same D that we played in our root position. We just go right above the 12 bar, because you just imagine like that's the 12 bar right there. So our fitting position will be sitting right there, right above 12. It's a nice exercise too, just those are the extra credit chords, but if you want, we can throw those in there too. This is these different inversions of A7 going up our first and second position. So you got the D shape right there. Then you got, you scoop your first finger up from 5 to 7, and then you fill out ring finger, like a little bar chord there. Middle finger goes on the 8, so you got 7, 9, and 8, and then pinky comes on 9 too. You can hit the open A, fill it out. So now this one works good with going from the G minor, you know, so you can do D, and then G minor, and then you can do A7, back to the D minor. Instead of doing, each one is acceptable, it's just you have different options now. So you got that guy, D minor, and if you wanted, you come down in that new position, and then you can go up to D. And so this other position too, we have 7, 9, 8, and 9, right? So if we take our middle finger and we're gonna zero in right before the 12, that same string, the middle finger is gonna lock right up there. And it's gonna be followed by your ring finger on 12, first finger on 10, pinky is going to go on 12 as well. Very beautiful A7 chord. And then you can come back around right on D there. So this position you'd have the D minor, and then your staircase G, and then third middle finger can just come right above that guy, fill out the A7, and then pulls it back to D. All starting from, you know, just our regular shape. Hope that helps.